So the great thing about Kinect Star Wars is it's finally a game that allows me to begin as a Padawan and move on to be a Jedi Knight. So we're going to take you to one of the cool iconic spots that we've got in Star Wars that you'll recognize from The Empire Strikes Back. This is the Bespin Cloud City. Our timeline actually takes place between movies 2 and 3. So the Cloud City is currently under siege by the B-1 battle droids. And so we've been called, Kit Fisto and I, have been called to Bespin in order to free somebody who's been trapped in the cryo chamber. And we're about to find out that not everything is as it seems in Bespin right now. One of the things that we wanted to get right about Jedi Destinies in this game is that we want it to be fun and to feel really powerful to be a Jedi. And so we accomplished that by using Kinect, which is great because finally it's me doing great things and not me pushing a button on a controller. So as I'll show you now, like it's a very full body experience that should feel very iconic to the Star Wars movies. Okay, so there's Kit Fisto on the right, and this is me right here. I'm waving my lightsaber hand. So we're going to jump down and start wreaking havoc. Okay, so it feels really good to wield the lightsaber. And then I can use the Force. So I can do things like Force lift and throw, or I can charge back and Force push. Then I'll dash forward and cut these guys. So because I'm a Jedi Master, unlike Luke at Dagobah, I have no problem lifting awesome ships. Super powerful. I don't need Yoda to tell me how to do this, and I can get rid of it.
Let me ask you one question quickly. How do you prevent it from just being someone waving like this and cutting through all the enemies and sort of creating the sense of weight that's in a real lightsaber?
Yeah, so that's a great question. You know, we want people to be able to play in whatever feels natural for them, but we also want to reward the player for doing larger swings. And the nice thing is, as you play the game, you'll notice that it feels really good to make gigantic swings. So what we find is that people initially begin like this until they're really comfortable, and then you almost get the Jedi to take over in you, and you start really swinging.
So there's more damage when you do a big swing.
Definitely, and it's also more satisfying to watch the cool deaths that you do, or when you do cool things like using big gestures. The thing is, it's not just a game about lightsabers, it's a game about using the Force, and as you can see right here, like I can't do anything with my lightsaber, so I'm going to Force dash, and then I'm going to use the Force to pick him up and get rid of him. And so we really want to reward the player for figuring out how to play the levels in a way that is a good balance of my lightsaber and the Force. Again, this is full body gameplay, not simply button mashing, so it's really important that we get people to use their whole body. Here I'm doing awesome deflection, and then I can Force dash and jump, and then hit them from behind. And so in Bespin, because it's a Jedi mission where we have to go in and fight a bunch of droids, it's primarily lightsaber and Force, but there are many other locations that we're going to go to that I've seen in Star Wars movies where I can drive the speeder bike or I can fly the spaceship. And I can do a lot of different things aside from just use my lightsaber. The problem is, it's really fun to use the lightsaber, so I love these kinds of missions.
We did see something similar to the race in Episode 1
yeah.
At the Microsoft press conference.
Right. So at the end of the first movie, when Anakin leaves after pod racing, that's where we pick up our storyline. So really, at the start of movie 2 and in between, before the start of movie 3, is where we take place before Order 69. So I'm going to dash forward and kick. Oh, nope, I'm not, because Kit Fisto is bloodthirsty and kills everybody.
Is it co-op or is it?
Yeah. So the great thing about this game is we've designed it to be co-op all the time. So whether I want to play with a friend or I want to play by myself, I'm always going to have a partner in crime, which is awesome because it really it's designed to have a great multiplayer experience without losing the linearity of single player. So there's a point to playing the game, which is great, but it's also fun to play with your friends.
All right. And here we get to see something of a surprise.
Yeah, so here Kit Fisto and I are about to face off on 2 Sith that we're not going to name because I don't want to ruin the story. But just know that we're about to have an awesome duel.
So what stage of production are you in right now?
So I could tell you that, but then it'd ruin the surprise. But just know that we're planning on bringing it out soon.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks very much.